Guys don't really understand something. They think it's too expensive and don't believe that anything actually works. But here's the thing. Most guys are wrong because there are actually a few ways to reduce your eyes.
Hi guys, welcome to XCOM 2 Long War, the chosen Mod Jam. Let's see where we're at. G-Escape, okay.
6 means you're getting 6 pounds altitude. Just wash your face and then massage in the before you know it, you're looking younger than, well, most guys. But forget about most guys. Just be you. A younger version. You go to RightNow.PartofMen.com. You've got free shipping in the United States plus 30-day money back.
China landed a spacecraft without a crew on the dark side of the moon early this morning. The landmark mission will gather the first rock and soil samples from the far side. A mission which is complicated by a communication blackout due to the craft being blocked from the view of the Earth.
Celtic switch is not ready. Clock stopped at T-minus 3 minutes 50 seconds. So this time we've completed our recycle back to T-minus 4 and holding configuration and ready to proceed with the scrub.
Boeing's first attempt to fly its Starliner spacecraft with astronauts on board was scrubbed again on Saturday, this time with less than 4 minutes to go until launch. After an automated computer system was slow to come online, the flight was initially scheduled for May 6th. That was delayed because of a malfunctioning valve. Boeing said the Starliner mission will proceed with caution.
This is the business that we're in. Everything's got to work perfectly like we've talked before. Today we got really close. It didn't work for us.
NASA says the launch could take place either Wednesday or Thursday this week. Joining me now for more on the issues going is spacing aviation attorney and former pilot Arthur Rosenberg. Arthur, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with the struggles to launch this spacecraft. What do you make of it?
Yeah, so the Starliner project is years behind schedule. The latest debacle was an abortion because of a flight launch computer, which going through checklists which are...
What the fuck is going on? Where's my fucking mouse?
Boeing has $2 billion in forced overruns. They have not been able to get this Starliner capsule off the ground. You contrast that with SpaceX and Elon Musk. SpaceX has been cleaning Boeing's clock on this for a very long time. However, once they do get the Starliner capsule up and going, it does offer some new and revolutionary advances. Number one, there'll be 4 astronauts which can go up into space. It carries a bigger payload. It can actually land on the ground and not in the water. As your viewers may remember from the Apollo and Gemini days, they splashed down with those giant parachutes in the water. Today, the Starliner will have large airbags, a technology that was created and advanced by landing the rovers on these giant air balloons. So Boeing will eventually get it, but hopefully it won't be a little bit too late.
Do you think there will be a launch this week?
There's no way to tell that. There are 3 launch computers. They all go through the same checklist, thousands of items. If one of the computers doesn't agree with something else, you can kick it out and abort the launch. But look, Boeing and NASA are under tremendous pressure to get this thing out. It's safe first. Starliner capsule.
Then there's an issue affecting all of us. Trying to reassure the American public.
Fuck.
I think the flying public should feel that we're oversight to an appropriate level with Boeing. We certify each aircraft right now coming out off the line. So we're ensuring that those airplanes are safe. We've increased our oversight, and Boeing on its own has reduced capacity, production levels to make sure that they've got the resources they need.
We've been picking
Should the flying public feel better about flying planes now with all this oversight?
Yeah, that's a good question. So first I want to say that flying public should say getting on a Boeing airplane. But that being said, what happened this week, Boeing advanced an executive summary of all the changes it's going to make to the production line in 737 MAX. It includes thousands of more tools, hundreds of hours of additional training and education for Boeing employees, supervisors that have to put on the floor to watch to make sure everything goes correct. And the FAA has had a lot of people on this.
Miss Clutch.
Now we'll have more employees actually on the Boeing manufacturing floor. But if you think about it, why weren't these changes made years ago? Why does it take an Alaska Air door blowout to get this thing going again? And just also keep in mind that Boeing is under criminal indictment by the Justice Department for conspiracy to defraud the Federal Aviation Administration. The SEC is investigating Boeing. The FAA is breathing down their necks for a manufacturer like Boeing, which was the Rolls-Royce, the Mercedes of the commercial airline industry for decades, full grace is listed.
How much more does Boeing need to do to reassure the flying public, the regulators, and everybody out there that they're honest?
Yeah. So what's happened now is the FAA moves around Boeing's collar, so to speak. They're only allowed to use about 35 planes a month. Still a lot. One of these giant planes every day. They want to ramp up to the high 60s on the two of these planes coming over the Saudi line. When the public starts to see and the reports come out that the FAA is loosening the collar and Boeing's production and safety standards, the protocols are now up to snuff, they will be allowed to produce more. Wall Street can't wait. The airlines can't wait. The flying public can't wait. More planes can be brought online. But safety first, above all else, is the most important thing. Until that happens, Boeing's going to be restricted with it.
Arthur Rosenberg, thank you so much for your time and your analysis today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Federal officials are considering regulating AI-generated content in certain political ads ahead of the 2024 election. One high-ranking regulator is blasting the proposal as politically motivated. Senior National Correspondent Rachel Edson reports. From this AI-generated Republican National Committee ad painting a dystopian America in the second Biden term, to an AI-generated Democratic National Committee song making fun of RNC co-chair Donald Trump, political campaigns are embracing artificial intelligence.
We're going to see the big wave of these deepfake ads coming out right before the election, before candidates really have a chance to try to say, hey, I never did that.
Now, the Federal Communications Commission is considering a rule that would require political advertisers to disclose when they use artificial intelligence on television and radio. FCC Chairwoman, Democrat Jessica Rosenworcel's proposal says AI is expected to play a substantial role in campaigns this year, and that voters should know about, quote, the potential use of deepfakes, altered images, videos, or audio recordings that depict people doing or saying things that did not actually say, or events that did not actually occur. Republican FCC Commissioner Brandon Carr says the chairwoman introduced this proposal after reports surfaced claiming Democrats are, quote, nervous about not keeping up with the GOP and embracing artificial intelligence. Carr says, quote, the FCC's attempt to fundamentally alter the rules of political speech just a short time before a national election is as misguided as it is unlawful. Other Republicans say the AI concern is overblown.
The instances that we're aware of where it's been misused are all sort of disclosed and found out rather quickly.
The FCC proposed a $6 million fine for a political consultant who used AI to mimic President Biden's voice, attempting to dissuade people from voting ahead of the potential primary. If the FCC adopts the AI warning requirement, it will have no effect on rapidly expanding political ads on digital and streaming platforms. In Washington, Rich Edson, Fox News. Former President Trump sat down with Fox and Friends weekend where he slammed the verdict in the New York case. Our political panel has reactions next.
Right? Diabetes. There's no slowing down. Each day is a new moment people see and things to do. That's why you choose Lucerne to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with carb state. Lucerne, bring off the day. Clearance and clear. It's long.
Is she letting her imagination run wild? I know she has allergies.
When I started my company, it was just a problem solution, one prime company. Now with the help of my dedicated employees, we now have hundreds of jobs. Some might not even know. To get the word out, we're having a $25 extravaganza. Two-pack multi-use my pillows, $25. My pillow sandwich, $25. Now for the first time ever, our 6-pack towel sets, you guessed it, just $25. Our brand new 4-pack dish towels, $25. And I've never done this before. Premium my pillows with all the pieces of fabric, any size, any loft level, even king size for only $25. And there's so much more. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code for a $25 extravaganza. Order $75 and over, your entire order ships absolutely free.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not even in a doctor's office. I'm standing on the street talking to real people about their heart. How's your heart? My heart's pretty good. Sure, I think so. I mean, driving a car, you have to check engine light. The heart is good. You check heart sign. Or shoes. Put both fingers right on those pads. There you go. In 30 seconds, we're going to have a medical grade EKG. There it is.
With CardioMobile, you can take a medical grade EKG in just 30 seconds for anyone. CardioMobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke, and is the only personal EKG that's FDA cleared to detect normal heart rhythm, bradycardia, and tachycardia.
How much do you think this device is? About $99. Wow.
Checking your heart anytime, anywhere has never been easier. Don't wait. Get CardioMobile today for just $79 at cardia.com or Amazon.
How do you find the perfect Father's Day gift? Simple. Just type LWOTC.com. Mother Tech has hundreds of premium products that will keep Dad's vehicle working its best. Like laser measure cord and seat protector for extra interior protection. Sunshade for inconvenience. And secures a small hardware. Order these American-made products or gift card at WT.com. Happy Father's Day.
Is that necessary?
No. Neither's missing your daughter's competition if you pay. But Paycom, of course, do their own payroll, so you don't have to miss your daughter's big day. Time to shine. Get Paycom and make the unnecessary unnecessary.
Experience the rich maritime heritage and culture of the coast and Arctic Diamonds with American Cruise Line, the leader in U.S. small ship cruise. Aboard our modern fleet, explore seas of New England landscapes, seaside villages, and historic harbors where you can experience local customs. Visit AmericanCruiseLines.com or call for a free cruise guide.
The good news is that I think we've set a record beyond all records for fundraising. That's like a pond. And another one just came out just before I got in that we're 6 points higher than we were before. So I don't know if that holds up. I mean, I'm just not sure, but people get it. It's a scam.
That was former President Trump on Fox and Friends weekend this morning, speaking of fallout in the New York City trial. Good verdict. Let's bring in today's political panel. With me today is Vice President of Strategic Communications at Bose Public Affairs Group, and Corporate Suite Group President Brad Howard. Gentlemen, happy Sunday. Welcome. Thank you. All right, so housekeeper Mike Johnson is on Fox News Sunday today, talking about the fallout from all this play.
We are the rule of law party. Chaos is not a conservative value, and we have to fight back and with everything in our arsenal. But we do that within the confines of the law.
Brad, what's your reaction to what he's saying and the fallout from this trial?
Well, I mean, look, the Republicans got to find some silver lining here because we were presumptive nominee for president and convicted of 34 felony counts. That's not good for your election chances. So they're trying to find a silver lining wherever they can, touting fundraising numbers and saying they're going to motivate their base to go at the ballot box. Though I'm reluctant to see how you can motivate the GOP base even more than they already are. So there's certainly a silver lining here, but the president had a fair trial. He got the appeals process. Everything he is saying about judge, jury, process, once again brought up the appeal. So he is demonstrating that no American is above the law, but every American gets due process, and that's what we spent tonight. The verdict is not the last step.
Senator Scott, key candidates talking to the community today. Let's play.
There's no doubt that this verdict has actually brought unifying our party. Without any question, what we're seeing is never Trumpers calling me and saying, Tim, I'm on the bandwagon now.
It is our panel's Republican. Is it helping with unity and healing in the Republican Party?
Well, absolutely. I wrote a USA Today column last week where I talked about how Trump messages, he says it faster than the other side and with more confidence and conviction than Muhammad Ali was saying, and half the country immediately believed it. And so we saw an orchestrated, unified effort from Republicans up and down the ballot the moment that verdict was announced. They were all singing from the same song sheet. So Trump says it's ultra MAGA. I think we're already at ultimate MAGA. And come July 11th, when the sentencing comes down, and 4 days later at the RNC, it will likely be magnificent MAGA at that point.
All right. We also talked about money coming into the campaign. $53 million in the first 24 hours post-verdict. Is that concerning?
Well, I mean, he needs a lot of money because he's spent a lot of his donors money on defending all of his legal issues he's got going on. I'd rather that money be going into, field and GOTV, turning out voters and winning people over to my side. But one console poll out just this weekend showed for the first time Biden taking the lead in terms of the Biden versus Trump matchup. The morning console poll also showed that a majority of Americans think the trial and the jury and the verdict was accurate, and that they now think that he should no longer be running for president. So the TVs are still magically settling in place here. We're going to see how this leads. But the Republicans against my good news is convicted 34 times of felony. Can he vote in the state of Florida now or himself for president? That's not why I want my nominee. But we've got a case to make between now and November, and I think it's the day to transfer.
Reuters out this weekend about the whole fallout from the case, and the show 57% saying it's made no difference, 24% maybe less likely to vote for him, 19% maybe more likely to vote for him. Pete, dissect those numbers.
Well, it's not surprising that it made no difference. If you looked at polling before the trial started and throughout the trial, whether you found Donald Trump to be favorable meant you thought he was innocent, and if you found him to be unfavorable, you thought he was guilty. And it didn't matter what the result was, people were going to feel the same way. This is really a society where persuasion is increasingly difficult. People make their decision, their judgment, they dig in their heels, and it's hard to move them along the way. And I think this trial is proving that point once again.
Okay, we're up against the clock, so we squeeze this one in. California Congressman Roe Conn was asked about a political report on Democratic freakout about President Biden. Let's play it. Get a quick response.
The last 20 years, this country, the national elections are always very close. They're usually decided by a few percent in a few states. This is going to be a very, very close election. And I think the Democrats recognize that it's a hard-fought battle. We have to have a better economic vision in showing what we're going to do to improve people's lives.
Brad, are Democrats freaking out, or is that clickbait?
In my experience as a long-time Democrat, lifetime Democrat, that we always freak out. You want your party freaked out. You want everyone thinking everything's on the line and you're going to lose. So they get out and fight. I
think our party is fired up because we also care about issues. We're not a cultural person. We care about issues. Look at reproductive rights, climate change, gun safety. These are things that Democrats will turn out for based on issues. We're going to nominate, but Biden is a good nominee on the 14th.
Here's your response. The Biden presidency has been a train wreck presidency, so they should be concerned. But the election will be decided by double hater procrastinators. People who hate both candidates and will make their decision at the last second. Brad Howard, how are we going to Thanks, gentlemen. State of emergency has been declared in Atlanta following major water main breaks. That story is next.
Frustrated by skin tags? Dr. Scholl has the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Now there's an easier to use home skin tag remover, clinically proven to remove skin tags safely in as little as one treatment. When your home needs work, where do you go? Angie.
That's where Angie came in.
With Angie, find top-rated certified pros in your area, plus compare quotes and pricing to help you get all your jobs done well. Find top-rated certified pros in your area at Angie.com.
Here to lead flag supply, we grew sick and tired of flying flags that were made overseas, flags that were rip and tear easily. So we really made a commitment to quality. All of our flags are finished packing at all the stress points, and they are sewn using double needle.
All the flag materials are sourced in America and they are made by American workers. We're American made from beginning to end.
Show allegiance.
Don't show. They tried a bunch of different colors before see.
And they didn't help. Did address my bloating and my irregularity. It's really helping my daily power and keeping me regular. I started feeling better, exploded, felt better, lighter. I just keep coming back to see because it actually was.
Now I walk around smiling at baby because I don't bloated anymore.
Try to watch the worry freeway, not the other way. Zebo traps use light, trapped in trap line insects with no.
As long as there's even one Reaper left standing, you can bet they're still in the fight. Finger on the trigger.
Just had to take a phone call.
I don't mince words when it comes to aliens. Skirmishers are no different. I don't trust them. And I don't like sending my people out
Multiple water main breaks impacting thousands of residents. Madison Square Page was live with the latest outage updates. Hello, Madison.
Hell of a fight.
Hello, Mike. We are just learning that water has been restored at some pretty big places here, like Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the airport, but there's still a boil water advisory in effect, and this has been an issue all weekend long. Many people were completely without water or have very low water pressure. Listen.
Any question I need to do on
know your next move, like I work from home, I'm an esthetician. All my clients are canceled for today. Like one little thing, you don't know how much you need necessity until you get affected. Crews are still working on fixing one of the main water breaks. The break is gushing water into the streets of a very busy area in Midtown Atlanta. Another main water break has been repaired, and last night, Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens said the city is working with the Georgia Department of Emergency Management and getting support from the state.
Today, we have touched more than 30 senior communities, homeless shelters, hospitals, and other centers across the city with vulnerable populations to deliver fresh drinking water and flushing water, impacting about 10,500 people.
The water is causing multiple businesses in Atlanta to close. They did close over the weekend, from restaurants to bars, or even the iconic Georgia Aquarium. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion was set to have a concert in the city last night, and that was canceled as well. Emory Hospital even transferred some patients to other facilities because of the water breaks. And city officials say there's about 3,000 miles of water sewer infrastructure in Atlanta, and they're blaming the water breaks on aging and decaying pipes. Mike?
As in Scarpino, thanks so much. A wildfire near Tracy, California has grown to more than 11,000 acres. California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection says the fire is 13% contained, and they are investigating the cause. Evacuation orders were issued on Saturday evening for residents near the California Aqueduct and for residents of Coral Hollow Creek. House Speaker Mike Johnson's on Fox News Sunday Today with Shannon Bream in an exclusive interview. She also has exclusive interviews with South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott and California Congressman O'Connor. That is all for this hour of Fox News Live. I'm Mike Emanuel. Happy Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week.
An alternative to pills, Voltaren is a clinically proven arthritis pain relief gel which penetrates deep to target the source of pain with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine directly at the source. Voltaren, the joy of movement.
I'm Richard Karn, and I love my hose. My hose is lightweight, my hose will not kink, and my hose is anti-leak. It ain't those old hoses. This is my hose. The new Pocket Hose Copper Bullet, now infused with real copper, so your water is always clean and lead-free. Just turn on the water and watch your hose grow and grow to a full-size 3/4-inch hose. It stretches and expands like a rubber band. And when you turn off the water, away it goes, shrinking and squeezing that water out until it's practically bone dry. And that makes it easy to carry and put away. Our new inner tube uses 3 layers of high-strength latex on the inside. Then it's wrapped in a new polymer filament jacket, similar to the technology used in forest-fire hoses because it's light and tough, 3 times stronger than the other hoses. It's guaranteed for 10 years. Nearly impossible to tear or snag. And the redesigned connector protector helps stop leaks at the stick. But my favorite part of our new hose build, the oversized, easy-to-grip fittings. Easy on and off, even with gloves. With more than 100 patents worldwide, it's the best pocket hose in the world. Get the super light 25-foot Pocket Hose Copper Bullet today for only $29.99. But wait, call now and get our copper spray nozzle with our exclusive thumb drive free. Simply use your thumb to turn off and on. And with 10 unique patterns, you'll have a setting for every job. It's a $30 value. Yours free with every 50-foot copper bullet. It's not available anymore. Exclusive release of our newest pocket hose. There is a strict per order. Don't wait. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-4650 or visit copperbullethose.com. Order now. When you get the man who has everything, you get him a bullseye price.
The smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Go online and get BullseyePro.com to get yours for just $79.99 and get free shipping. We'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Plus, it's also available on Amazon.
On a $100,000 margin, Interactive Brokers charges just 6.83%. Do you know how much your broker charges? Fidelity and Schwab charge over 1.5 times as much. E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. Move your account to Interactive Brokers and save at least $5,200, or much more if you're trading big bucks.
I'm Shannon Green. Former President Trump vows to appeal his historic guilty conviction this week in New York, calling the fight far from over.
This is a case that should not have been brought. We're going to be appealing this.
It's irresponsible. We're going to say this was great just because they don't like the verdict.
So how is the verdict playing with voters?
I think it's going to be the justice system.
I think our system of justice works.
And what's next for the first former U.S. president convicted of a crime? We'll ask our legal panel about Trump's prospects on appeal and the possibility of jail time, and get reaction from Biden-supported Congressman McConnell and two Trump allies, House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senator Tim Scott. Plus, what will the verdict mean for down-ballot races come November? Are you going to tell your candidates to talk about this?
Well, they need to be prepared. They all agree it's a sham trial.
Aisha Hasmi has an exclusive from Montana with Senator Steve Daines, head of the Republican group trying to flip control of the Senate. And our Sunday panel on why Chief Justice Roberts declined an invitation to meet with Democrats over the Alito flag controversy.
Okay.
Leaders prepare to mark 80 years since Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy.
D-Day is arguably the single most important day of the last century, not just for the United States, but for Western civilization.
All this week on Fox News Sunday. And hello, Fox News in Washington. President Trump raising tens of billions of dollars in donations and planning to appeal his criminal conviction. As his legal team doubles several other state and federal cases, none of them likely to be resolved before the November election. He's speaking out this weekend in an exclusive interview with Fox and Friends on the Fox News channel.
I absolutely nothing wrong with it. Absolutely think about it. They say bookkeeping, this and that. It's not. It's called, think of it, expense. I use the word expense. Legal expense. I pay a lawyer. He wasn't a fixer. A bookkeeper without ever speaking to me because she did the right thing. We've been with me for years. Marks it down as legal expense. It's a legal expense. It's marked down as a legal expense. And they say that's a fraud.
In a moment, House Speaker Mike Johnson joins us with reaction to the verdict and to news that the president is expected to announce executive actions on the border by Tuesday. First, what's next for President Trump and his legal team as Hunter Biden's federal gun trial is also set to kick off on Monday? Break it down with George Washington University law professor Jonathan Turley, also a Fox News contributor, and former Principal Deputy Assistant Attorney General Tom Dupree. Fancy meeting you. We are packed together to talk about what's happened, what is still to come. Okay, let's start with this. Second week on July 11, Reuters asked the question, could Trump go to prison? In deciding the sentence, which on the judge made way the underlying seriousness of the charges due to their ties to the 2016 election, as well as Trump's decision to go to trial rather than accept responsibility by pleading guilty. Jonathan, you and I spent a lot of time in this courthouse watching this movie play out. Would anything surprise you?
No, that's a wrong more, quite frankly. I would have said that the very concept of jail would be otherworldly and ridiculous. After watching this courtroom, I must say I have some doubts in my mind, but it would go against the overwhelming weight of past cases. You've got a non-violent offense by a first offender, elderly defendant. I would be very surprised, but there is a menu of other options for community service. I think we'll
save this.
A traditional dismissal is what most judges would be thinking. basically go out and sin no more type of warning. You're still under supervision. So if you commit a new offense, then they get really tough on you. If he does
All right, we'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.
is like community service or confining to Trump power, I think Trump probably could get a suspension pending from a higher court. And then they weigh into the calculation for judgment size.
So we'll talk about appeal because obviously that's coming. Telegraph outlines what it says are probably some of the best bright spots for the Trump legal team on that front. Stormy Daniels' testimony, the statute itself, the vagueness of the underlying crime. The fact that defense expert witness Brad Smith, that former FEC commissioner, wasn't allowed or at least severely limited in what he would be able to say. And the issue of presidential immunity, which we obviously are all waiting on that from the Supreme Court. What do you think is the best option?
They have a number of options at their disposal. I think maybe the best one is just the notion that they took a collection of business misdemeanors and kind of did some put it in a box, added it, presto, got 34 instructed along those lines. The jury probably has difficulty grappling with the instruction. The judge and so I suspect it's going